All right, kia ora, welcome everybody to Doc Edge School screening of Picture Character. I'd like to welcome Kelston Boys High School. Kelston Boys High! Um, and yeah, would like to encourage you all to, and this is Alicia Adar, she's the Doc Edge Schools coordinator, doing a fantastic job in the background. And I'd also like to acknowledge Ray Foundation as well, who have made the entire Doc Edge Schools program possible for absolutely no cost to teachers or to anybody else who's watching. So we're very grateful for you attending. We're very grateful to Ray Foundation and to everyone at Doc Edge who has made this possible in the age of COVID, where we usually show in theatres, and now we've worked really hard to bring you an online option. So if you have any tech problems, just type them in the chat. It's probably good to go to the film page now. Alicia will put a little link in there for Picture Character. Um, and yeah, push play. And if you get a sign up message, just message either one of us and we'll walk you through the steps to get all signed up. But yeah, during the movie, make a little note of any questions that you have, and you can either type them in the chat box, or we can get super techie and bring you up on camera if you have a laptop with a webcam. Alicia, so this movie is about digital design. It's about the birth of emoji and language and symbols and text. So, what was your impression of it?
I really liked it because I use emoji all the time, many times. So yeah, it's good to know where these things come from. I think I had an assumption that Apple made emojis, but they don't. There's a whole committee. There's a whole thing that make them. So yeah, and I thought it was quite cool to see that if you want an emoji made, you can actually apply and like rally for that to happen. So I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and as you will probably see in the movie, it's quite a process. Um, Alicia and I were lucky enough to talk with a Kiwi designer who made a literal Kiwi emoji icon, which has been submitted to the Unicode Technical Committee or Consortium, I think it is. And yeah, it's still in the process of whether it gets approved or not. So yeah, fingers crossed for that. And we actually have a recorded version of that interview. I'll see if I can have that up by the end of today. And if you'd like to see that Q&A, you can just click straight through. Cool. Okay. Well, I think we're about ready to go. If
Yeah.
you can see the link there, schools.edge.nz, film, picture character. Click on that, and then hover your cursor over play now. And three, two, one, go. And if it doesn't play for you, just email either one of us. One of the people that we previously spoke with, Michael Javier, was an artist who was commissioned by Trade Me. In fact, he won a competition to then submit an emoji of the Kiwi to the Unicode. What is it?
Consortium.
The consortium.
Consortium.
And he's still waiting to hear back, but it would be really great um, to have like a something representative of New Zealand or Aotearoa New Zealand up there on the world stage on the emoji world. What would you like to see up there representing our country, Alicia?
Um, to represent our country as a whole, I think a Kiwi is a really good idea. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, Mike. I think through like Trade Me, we're trying to double handle maybe a little bit because the Kiwi is also their their logo, their icon. Uh, so so yeah, they would have got a lot of good publicity from that. Who knows? It could still happen. Um, yeah, no, I'm very interested in, because I know that it's part of the key competencies of the New Zealand curriculum. Working with language, symbols, and text are all big parts of this learning area. And yeah, the idea that you can communicate without any words is, especially in a way
Cool.
which isn't reliant on established languages. It's yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
So have you you chat with your friends through emojis, or you just put a little ding at the end to let them know if you're being sarcastic, or if you're being funny, or if you're having a bit of fun?
Oh, I put heaps of emojis in my messages that I feel very passionate about. Um, yeah. I
Like
don't
what
know
is
what can I just look at my phone to see what my most
yeah
used ones are. Okay. I use the laughing emojis a lot.
Mhm.
The ones with the star eyes, the one with the celebration hat on with like the and the confetti. I use the cry emoji, like the one. I use the hands raised up a lot. And the stars, the three stars are my top one. I'll
Nice.
actually just keep pushing it like, yeah.
Yeah, what do I like when someone's said something cool, or they've got a cool picture or something. I use the fire emoji. I usually I don't go over the board. I usually do three at a time. So yeah, I mean what I like about the emoji language is it's not always literal. You know, there's always some kind of humor
Yeah,
to them as well.
totally.
Yeah, even the cry, you know, that big one, the one with the big pouring tears, like
Yeah,
that.
that's one of my main
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, and I mean that can be used in several different ways, like, well, I'm so unhappy I didn't get what I want, or just crying with laughter, or
Yeah.
genuinely really sad. So it's
I
about
usually
context.
use it if something's really heartfelt, or if I think that something's like so nice, then I'm like, oh, I love it. Like, yeah.
So there's a bit of controversy about this one. Is this a prayer? Is this like a thank you, or is this a high five, or where do you land on that?
I use it as both. Um, well, I don't really use it that much, but I would receive it. I'd probably, yeah, because that to me isn't prayer. Personally, that to me is like, yeah, it's like,
Right, right, right.
like, so I don't know. But yeah, high five makes sense too. I feel like a high five emoji would probably look like this,
Yeah, I think that would be
with
better.
like lines.
Yeah, like a little motion line, eh?
Yeah. But
Um,
I don't work for Unicode, so
but I mean, this is the thing, it's open to interpretation, right? Like I remember it wasn't before emoji, it was kind of around the same time when people were using text speak. So there was BRB for beat right back, WTH for what the hell, and other variations of that. But LOL, like especially an older generation, usually has their own interpretation of things.
oh,
So
totally.
so my mum thought LOL was lots of love,
Yes,
rather than
that was
laugh
my
out loud.
auntie. Yeah.
And that, you know, that became a little bit awkward when someone had had a sad or serious moment and she was like, lol,
Yeah.
you know, sending lots of love. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think the same is for emojis. So it's and I think that's what I like about it. It's quite intimate. You know, it's like it's how well you know your friends or the people that you're communicating with, about will they understand? Are you on the same tone of sharing those pictures?
Yeah. But I like it because I feel like they're kind of like identifiers in a way that, when like people thought it was really funny, they probably still think it is, thought it was really funny to like, if someone had left their Facebook open or if someone had got someone's phone unlocked that they would like post statuses or messages and stuff, but I would know for sure if it was actually that person or not based on emojis. What color are they?
Yeah.
Oh, you sent an orange heart, not a yellow heart. Hacked.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts around the woman who lobbied for diversity of color? Like back in my day, everyone was yellow, and that was
Yeah.
it. And um, originally, I thought, oh, hey, well, nobody's actually that bright yellow, so it's all of us. That's okay. Look at The Simpsons. But then on The Simpsons, they've actually got a diversity of characters, some of whom aren't yellow. What was your perspective on representation, for instance, through that film?
Wow, I was firstly very excited to see that a black woman is the person behind that. And yeah, I have to agree with what she was saying. Like, I don't know, I think it's so cool as like, because I'm a mum, was like, oh, you want an emoji that represent you? Um, but yeah, it's really important. I always change the colors of my emojis to to what I think is like closest to my skin color. So yeah, I think it is really important. Um, even I think even like on some level it could bring awareness to
Hmm.
people like that we because I think that like I was having this conversation not long ago about how people at the moment with everyone fighting against racism are like, oh, I don't see in color, but like I know for me and a lot of my POC friends, we do because we love it because it represents our ancestors and our heritage, which is everything. So, I'm kind of like, well, you may not see in color, but I do, and I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's important to me. So, yeah, I don't know. There's a little rant.
yeah. No, I mean, and perfectly valid as well. The whole reason we have names for colors is because they're different. So not
Yeah,
everything's not everything's black and white.
it's not bad to point it out, or like just acknowledge it, like, you and I are different skin tones, and that's fine.
Yeah, we get on all right most of the time, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like we're all good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think representation is huge. I think that there still could be a ways to go with emoji. Um,
yeah. How would you like to see it evolve and develop?
well, I know that I don't know how likely it is that they would do it, but I think if people could make their own emojis, that would be cool. Like if you had like an app on your phone or something where you could draw it and it becomes an emoji. I think that could be quite cool. I mean, I don't know, it's risky, but I just saw the other day that there was a trans flag. And I was like, whoa, cool. Like, yeah, yeah. I like things like that where minority groups get to have representation.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of the conversations which involve emoji, there seems to be some sort of identity element to it. To be like, yeah, I'm proud about something that's special to me. For instance, the mate, I think I didn't even know how they pronounced it in the end, the MATE.
I'm
Um,
pretty sure that's how they pronounce it.
yeah, and yeah, I mean that whole thing about representation of women. I mean, if you have a particular group, it's not a malicious exclusion of other people. It's just like because it's not in my life, I don't think about including it.
Yeah,
So, so yeah, I mean, the very fact that a woman's shoe was always a red high heel, or that representing a woman was, the Playboy bunny, or a cocktail waitress, or whatever. It seems like there needs to be more spectrum representing who we are. And
yeah.
yeah,
They've just started with the families thing. like now it's not just heterosexual families, not the nuclear family, which I think is quite cool.
And the reality of that is it's been going on for years. It's not like hey, everyone's decided just now because of
Mm,
emojis that we're going to start living alternative lifestyles. The
yeah,
truth is that families come in all shapes and sizes and colors and flavors, and we're
all of
we're
that.
we're we're a whole bunch of different people.
Yeah. So that's why I think it's cool. I do understand where they're coming from though, with people not necessarily wanting to scroll through lots and lots of emoji. I would, but I like art.
Yeah, me too.
So
And sometimes a picture says 1,000 words.
yeah.
You yeah, if you want to, and also it saves you time. You don't have to type out everything. And some people are just better with images than they are with text.
Oh,
I like
definitely.
I like when you talk about scrolling through. I like what they've done in terms of the categories. I think they
Mm.
could be clearer about some of the categories. But yeah, I think there's if there was a movement within Silicon Valley to make it more accessible in terms of the amount of money they put into it and resource and actually diversify. They'd have to make their money back somehow. But um, yeah, I'd like to see it grow and yeah, we could get really creative with a whole lot of things.
Totally. Yeah, I'm all for that.
Cool. Well, I think we're just about at time. Have you got any more thoughts about Emoji or the movie or what you like, what you didn't like, what your hopes are?
Oh, I love about the movie that they have emoji in it. I love that stuff. Cool graphics. Yeah.
Cool graphics.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up there. But thank you very much, Ray Foundation. Thank you very much, Doc Edge. Thanks to you, Alicia. Thanks to all of the teachers and students watching at home. We hope you can join us again. We'll post the Q&A up on our website, and you can watch whenever you like. All right. Have a good afternoon, everybody.
Awesome.
We'll catch you back again for the next session of Doc Edge Schools. Bye.
Bye.